fans, what's going on? It's your boy King. Let's talk about this game tonight, man, and unravel this goodness that we seen tonight, man. Pistons lose 94-85 to the Knicks, but who cares? We here to talk about Saddiq Bey and Hamadou Diallo, man. You got to kind of know that the Pistons were going to falter with the roster that they had available tonight. Pretty much a bunch of G League players. Some of those guys are not even really qualified for the G League, if you ask me. But besides Hamadou and Saddiq Bey and Frank Jackson, who are we really talking about here? You know what I'm saying? As you can look up and down the stat sheet right now, nobody did virtually anything else. They gave some effort defensively, tried to. It worked for the most part. But like I said, Quickly just gave you 30. Not Quickly. Burks just gave you 30 plus. Quickly was an absolute problem out there. So kind of figured we was gonna have some problems at guard when it came to defense. Derek Walton Jr. and Cassius Stanley, Luca Garza. Those guys, they're not gonna be able to defend some of the guys that they had to go up against tonight. We all love Luca Garza, but we all know on the defensive end, he struggles, especially with athletic players, because he lacks the athleticism. So that definitely was present tonight. He definitely shot the ball terribly tonight. He could not knock down a shot to save his life. Tonight, Luca Garza was 1 for 10 from the floor overall. Ended up with 4 points. And that's in 39 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So that's with shot attempts. So, bad game from Garza, man. Still love him though, man. That's I love his motor. I love his effort, man. But like I said, he needs those stints in the G League right now until he can improve his ability to move his feet and do what he needs to do on the defensive end, because you out there playing 4-on-5 when it comes to defense, man, because he simply cannot deal with a lot of these guys athletically. But as far as Walton and Cassius Stanley, and everybody else that got in the game really didn't get anything, period. Walton bricked everything he shot to. So, it is what it is. But 2 players decided, hey, man, we're not about to sit here and lay down. We're going to take this opportunity and we're going to put on display what we've been doing over the last couple of weeks. And we're going to take leadership. And I absolutely love to see it. Listen, we're talking about a guy, Saddiq Bey, that I was defending when this fan base turned their back on this young man. All rookie Saddiq Bey comes out, has a rough start to the season like some sophomores do. And the fan base was talking about trading this man. You know what I'm saying? But Saddiq Bey said, I'm going to take it upon myself with my hard work and pull myself out of it. And he did that. And he put on a headband. And ever since he's put that headband on, Headband Deke has been he's been that guy. Tonight, career high, man, 32 points, 9 rebounds, shot the ball excellently tonight. Made all of his free throws. Just a marvel out there to watch, because with guys like Jeremy Grant, like I said, which to me is a redundant position. This is where I brought up to you guys a while ago, and you thought that I was crazy. But Saddiq Bey and Jeremy Grant are they're same height. You know what I'm saying? Saddiq Bey can go out here and give you 24, 25, 30 points in games. You kind of become redundant. I'm not on the train of just saying trade Jeremy Grant, but I'm saying right now, while his value is the highest where it is, if he is not a part of Troy Weaver's plans for the future, you make that move now. You make it now while his value is super high. That's why I brung that up. Because Saddiq Bey can literally do the same things. He can literally do the same things. He attacks the basket now. He's proven it to you now. So at this stage of this rebuild, it's warranted. You know what I'm saying? It's warranted because he's only going to get better. He's only going to get better. So it's not such a bad thing. I know he loves Jeremy's scoring, but Saddiq does other things that Jeremy does not do. He rebounds the ball more than Jeremy. He also assists the ball more than Jeremy. So not saying like Jeremy's a bad player, but Jeremy on a winning team is probably like your second to third guy. You know what I'm saying? He's not the Here's the thing with Jeremy Grant. When Jeremy Grant is out there, these young guys, they pass him the ball and they ball watch. They rely on him too much. And ever since he's been out, they've had to take it upon themselves to do things on their own. So do you want to keep him here to slow the progress of these guys? Or do you want to move him out of the way and let these guys learn to be leaders, learn to get their own? That's the question you have to ask yourself. And then you got players like Hamadou Diallo. It took from him. Now, this is speaking to what I was speaking about with Dwayne Casey. You know, like I said, when I did those rant videos, I never once said fire him, but I had a problem with who he was playing. And this is why. It took Hamadou Diallo to go and have a conversation with Troy Weaver in order for Dwayne Casey to put him on the floor. Look at the results, Pistons fans. This is why I say the things I say. Look at the results. Tonight he had 31 and 13 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals. Gave it everything tonight. But this is not the only game. Every game it's been gradually getting better and better with more opportunity. It's like I'm talking to the wall to get people to understand. This is part of the reason why I preach this patience to you guys. We just want to see pretty basketball and winning right away. That is the recipe for, just disaster. If we go out and start making trades just so we can look cute right now, it's a recipe for disaster. It's what bad teams do. If we take our time and build this thing correctly and give these guys a full opportunity, I promise you, you won't miss. Because the potential is there. It's the fact that we here in Detroit, we don't tend to give, players, especially for the Pistons, that opportunity to get to that potential. I don't need to go down the list and name the players. I really don't. This is not that video. So, with Hammy and Saddiq being able to have that opportunity tonight where there's not a set amount of shots that a guy has to get, where you just have to get a ball to Jeremy. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, with Cade Cunningham on the floor, that's going to take more shots away because he shoots also a high volume of shots. Not saying whether that's Dwayne Casey them doing, but it just is what it is. Like I said, the basketball guy, it has to go around. No way that you can tell me with this effort you've seen tonight from them, if you have your starters tonight, as the Knicks did, the Pistons lose this game. If they came with that type of energy and effort tonight, the Pistons win this game tonight. The problem is right now for this starting roster that we have, reps together. It's always something. It's either injuries or this or that, or now it's COVID. It's always something. They need time together. Not only do they need time together, Dwayne Casey needs to make his mind up what he's going to do with this bench. Needs to make his mind up what he's going to do with this bench. Because like I said, it's too many revolving doors, man. You need to stick with something and let these players build chemistry together. You cannot build chemistry when you're looking at a new face every day. You just can't. So like I said, Pistons, Troy Weaver, take their time and do this thing right. You have an opportunity to go into the draft again with, within that top 5 and go and get a really, 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 really talented player. Really talented. I hate the fact that Livers is out during this time because this is a perfect opportunity for him to be out there. Perfect opportunity. But tonight, got to give it to these guys. Hammy, Saddiq Bey took it upon themselves to be leaders. Nobody else on the team did absolutely zero. Luca, I love Luca, but he was terrible tonight. Like I said, just can't move his feet on defense. So, like I said, 1 for 10 from the floor. Just couldn't knock a shot down. Cassius Stanley, Derek Walton Jr., Vitas, whatever. All what we expected. So, with that said, man, just a few points I wanted to bring up after this type of game. Shout out to the career high Saddiq Bey of Headband Deke and and Mask Hammy. Them boys went out and they did their thing, man. I can't wait till next game. I think, the Pistons may have some players to come out of protocol by that time, simply because they shortened the time of this protocol. So maybe we do get a chance to see a Cade Cunningham, Killian Hayes, Isaiah Stewart, anybody off the bench, somebody come back. So with that said, shout out to all the fans that stayed true. With some of these young guys that's been rocking with me, just listen to me, man. Listen, be patient. There's nothing to rush for. You're not trying to go and make some type of drastic move just to try to go to the playoffs, which you're not going to tonight, this season. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to win the championship next season. Take your time. I know y'all hear my kids in the background. I gotta go. Peace.